Hello everyone, welcome back to another lesson. And in this one, we're going to take a quick overview on QRadar's API before jumping into the next video where we actually create a Python script to interact with QRadar's API. So we can find the API by clicking the hamburger menu and clicking Interactive API for Developers. And basically in this window, we get access to every API that QRadar allows us to use. And we can see that there's a reference section that we can read about the APIs. Let's see what we find here. I guess not. And we have some code samples on GitHub, but I think they're outdated. But again, it's quite simple to understand. If you want to use the API in your scripts or for whatever usage, you would have to find the correct API to access. So if I want to get some information about my system, for example, I would go to System and then I'd go up to About, and we can see that this only supports a GET request, and I can see some information about success and error responses and the response type itself, right? And in here, I can use fields, which is an optional parameter to specify which fields we would like to get. Okay. So let me go ahead and run this. And we can see that the response code is 200, which means it was success. And this is a response body. So I get my release name, I get my build version, I get my FIPS enabled, not sure what this is, and my QRadar version. So for example, I can also go to analytics and I can select rules, and this only supports GET as well. And I can read that this one retrieves a list of rules, and this is going to be the response description with the following fields. If I go down here and let's say that I want to select only 3 elements, right? Let's go ahead and see what it gives us. And I see that it gives me 3 detections, actually 4 because it's 0 to 3, which is 4. And I can see that I have rule number 1. That's the second one. That's the third one. And that's the fourth one. And I can also use a filter to search for specific rules, like we've done in the previous video, where we gave it a name and we returned only one result. And in the fields, I can limit it, right? So let's say I only want to get the owner and the ID, and I also want the name. So if now I'm going to run it, I get the 4 results with only those fields in the response because we have filtered them. And now I can also take ID here and say that return only a result where the ID is this one. Right. And now I get only that result. So APIs are very versatile and we can do a lot with them that we can't otherwise do. And in the next video, I'm going to show you guys a few examples of how we can create some interactions between Python and between the QRadar API. So I will see you guys in the next video.